All right. Here's a story, and the details of this story they vary depending on who's telling them. But I'm telling you, this is the truth. All right. In the early beginning of my band, the Groove Coalition, we were a big band, and I wasn't the only bass player. Actually, Steve Riley, my good friend Steve Riley, was the bass player, and I was the assistant bass player. And this was a pretty good band. There were a lot of good musicians in it. It was a big band, but we broke it down to Victoria Ward, Anitra Jackson, Ebony Murray, Howard Green, Kent, and Joyce Jenwright. So on this particular evening, um, I was uh, I was given the bass duties because Steve had somewhere else to go, and he had somewhere else to be. So I decided that I was going to play bass. Now, of course, we have hours of music that we could play, but being me, didn't take Joyce's advice. Joyce used to always say, "Tommy, you need to write this stuff down." And I was like, "Yeah, yeah, I got it, I got it, I got it." So one particular evening, we were at Underbelly. I don't remember what the occasion was, but I promise you, this actually happened. There's a particular song that we love to play called All Night Long. Now, there's two versions. There's one by the Mary Jane Girls, and then there's the Mary J. Blige version. They're very similar. The chorus is very similar, but I mix them up. Well, this particular evening, the bass starts this song off, so I broke into it and I started playing it. Um, and I was wrong. I was playing it in the wrong key, and I look over at Joyce, and Joyce is doing like this. So we start over again, and then I start playing it again in the wrong key. Then I look at Howard, and Howard's doing like this. Now, I don't know if you know Victoria Ward. She's a little bit of a perfectionist, so she turned around and looked at us as if to say, "What are you guys doing?" She played it off really well by doing some very good dancing, but it was clear we were totally lost, and it was my fault. So I had no other choice but to ask the audience what key is the song in, and to my surprise, I hear Chris Williams and Chris White, the Chris's, both in unison say, "It's an F, Tommy." So I go, "Thanks," and I look over to my left, and Isaac Bird is standing at the bar, and he's just doing like this. Oh. Anyway, so I start playing the song in F, and guess what? It was right, and we continued with the show. We ended up crushing the song. I was totally embarrassed, but hey, it happened. So thanks to the Chris's, Chris Williams, Vintage Soul, and Chris White, cats downstairs, for saving the Groove Coalition on that night.